Did you ever expect retro collecting to get this popular?
Even when I started in like whatever, I say it all the time, 97, 98, like when I started actively giving a shit about buying these. At first, no, just because people were offloading them to me for $20 in a school cafeteria. I was getting 30 games. But very quickly at the flea markets, there was one big reseller, and his prices were super fair in Buffalo. And I just, week by week by week, I started to see the crowds go around and around. And by the time that I got hired at Luna, which would have been 2006.
Oh, 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, I've basically been there for about 10 years. Around 2006, that meant that he was making enough money to take on an employee. B, over those 2 years, I saw it grow. And you always say 2010. I always say about 2007, 2008, just because that's how very quickly, year to year, I saw like our holiday seasons explode.
No. I always said 2006 was the first year where it started getting more interest.
Then I would say sure. Then I agree with you on that. Because from 2006 to 2007 to 2008, I saw our holiday seasons double and triple. And I said, okay, this is going someplace big. The nostalgia is hitting people, or people don't want to play these very long, involved games anymore. That's also when we started seeing things like Retron 2s and FC Twins and all these companies making these things to support this growing market.
It was a strange this is a whole other conversation, but 2006 was sort of a strange congruence of events. YouTube.
Yeah,
started
true.
getting big. You had YouTubers starting to put out their shitty emulated videos, but it's still, and obviously AVGN comes out, and all of a sudden you have, wow, retro video games. Oh, remember those funny games from 20 years ago? Oh, Top Gun was shit, or whatever, Karate Kid. That got an interest. The Wii comes out, and you had the Virtual Console.
Yeah.
I do not discount how that really was the first time on a larger scale you had people going back and playing games that were 15, 20 years. Wow. Yeah, Nintendo games are only 20 years old 10 years ago. Yeah. Playing games that they didn't have a chance to get exposed to before. Or, oh, wow, what's this game for $5? I'm going to play, Kung Fu Heroes, for $5. And it's like, that little bit, I think, sort of was a spark.
Sure.
And that sort of got it going at that point. Of course, 2010... with the Yahoo story from the auction, from the same events, that got more of the Vipers in it. But even at my flea markets in New Jersey, 2006, there was one reseller going around looking for stuff. He knew by then that was the time, I think 2006, when you had more resellers start to get into it on eBay. That was it. Before that, it was pie in the sky. Going to that flea market and getting 20 Nintendo games for $20.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.